Hi, hello, my dear students. Warm welcome to science class. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed, is always to try just one more time. Always try just one more time. By saying this, let's start today's session. More about salts. So in the previous session we have discussed about the importance of pH in everyday life. And today we are going to start a new topic, that is more about salts. In the more about salt, today we are going to discuss about family of salts. Okay, so first one is activity 2.3. This is in your textbook. This activity is 2.13. Write the chemical formulae of the salts given below. So first step is we want to write the chemical formulae for the given salts. Okay, so what are those? You just see potassium sulfate, sodium sulfate, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, copper sulfate, sodium chloride, sodium nitrate, sodium carbonate and ammonium chloride. I'll pronounce one more time. Listen carefully, children. So first one is what? Potassium sulfate. Second one, sodium sulfate, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, copper sulfate, sodium chloride, sodium nitrate, sodium carbonate and ammonium chloride So first step, we want to write the chemical formula for the given salt. So you can observe here I have written chemical formula of the given salt. So first one is what? Potassium sulfate. Chemical formula what? K2SO4. And second one, sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. And calcium sulfate, CaSO4. Magnesium sulfate, MgSO4. Copper sulfate, CuSO4. Sodium chloride, NaCl. Sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. So first step, we have written the chemical formula for the given salt. And next one, identify the acids and bases from which the above salts may be obtained. So first step, we have written the formulas. Next, we must have to identify acids and bases from which these salts obtained. Okay, so here you can observe that I have given here acids and bases. So potassium sulfate is obtained from the reaction between acid and base. Acid is what? Sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Sulfuric acid react with potassium hydroxide. We will get potassium sulfate. So I'll write here, you can observe here. So for example, H2SO4. Acid react with potassium hydroxide, KOH. Okay, so to KOH we will get what? K2SO4, potassium sulfate plus water. Whenever the acid react with base, neutralization reaction taking place, it will produce salt and water, corresponding salt and water. So first one is potassium sulfate. So potassium sulfate, we want to find out the acid and bases from which this salt obtained. So acid is what? Sulfuric acid, and base is potassium hydroxide. So like this we want to find out. Next one is sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate, acid and base what? So sulfuric acid react with sodium hydroxide, will get sodium sulfate plus water. And next one is calcium sulfate. So calcium sulfate, acid is what? Sulfuric acid react with calcium hydroxide, we will get calcium sulfate. And next, sulfuric acid react with magnesium hydroxide, we will get magnesium sulfate. And next, this copper sulfate. So sulfuric acid react with copper hydroxide, we will get copper sulfate. And hydrochloric acid react with sodium hydroxide, we will get sodium chloride. And nitric acid, HNO3 is nothing but nitric acid react with sodium hydroxide, it produces sodium nitrate, NaNO3, sodium nitrate. And carbonic acid react with sodium hydroxide, we will get sodium carbonate. And hydrochloric acid react with ammonium hydroxide, we will get ammonium chloride. Okay, in the second step, what? So to identify the acids and bases from which the above salts may be obtained. So we have written the acids and bases also. Next step, acids and next one, you just observe salts having the same positive or negative radicals are said to belong to a family. So next one is we have to find out, we have to write families of the particular given salt. So how we can able to write the salts family? So we must check the radical and negative radical. So positive radical, if it is positive radicals are same, it belongs to that particular family, and negative radicals are same, it belongs to negative radical family. And for example sodium chloride and sodium sulfate, you can see here Na plus and Cl minus, Na2 plus and SO4 minus. So here you can observe here positive radicals are same. So it's belong to which family? Sodium family. So belong to the family of sodium salts. Okay. And next, similarly, NaCl and KCl. You can observe here negative radicals. Na plus Cl minus, K plus and Cl minus. You can observe here negative radicals are same. So it belongs to which family? Chloride salt. It belongs to chloride family. Family of chloride salts. Okay, and how many families can you identify among the salts given in this activity? So you can observe here potassium sulfate, sodium sulfate, copper sulfate, magnesium sulfate and copper sulfate. In all the cases you can observe that negative radicals are same, sulfate. Okay, so first one is sulfate family. I have written, you can see here K2SO4, Na2SO4, CaSO4, MgSO4 and CuSO4. These all negative radicals are same, so it belongs to family of sulfate salt. Okay, and next one is sodium family. Next one is what? Sodium family. You can observe here sodium sulfate and sodium chloride, sodium nitrate and sodium carbonate. In all the cases what happened? Positive radicals are same, so it is belong to family of sodium salts. So sodium sulfate, sodium chloride, sodium nitrate and sodium carbonate. Okay, children, today we have discussed about family of salts. So first we want how we can able to write the formulas for given salts and all those things. Next one is we have identified this acids and bases from which the corresponding salts are obtained, and next we learned how to identify the family of salts. In the next session we are going to learn about pH of salts. Okay children, bye bye children.